Welcome once again to my channel. Let's have a look. Let's see what the market is doing. I think 10 days ago I posted this video, and price had successfully retested the 111,000 resistance. Yes, price had successfully retested the 111,000 resistance. So I told you I was expecting the price to pump to 123. Now, indeed, that is what we are seeing here. I took this trade, I think 2 days ago, when I got confirmation, and indeed the trade smashed through. Profit taken. The risk to reward 1:3.56. It simply means if you risk, or if I risk $100 on this trade, I've made $350. If I risk $1,000, I've made 3,500. If I risked $1, I've made $3, right? So basically that's what it means. So what is up next for Bitcoin? Now, this is the daily time frame. Okay, so I think on the daily time frame, so I think on the daily time frame, I'm actually expecting Bitcoin to hit 143,000, right? Clearly, we are seeing the regions have plotted, and Bitcoin is respecting all those regions, and these regions are Fibonacci retracement regions. Okay, Fibonacci trend-based regions. So you realize that on a daily time frame, price respects all these regions. It hits here, comes back down, hits here, comes back down. You see price broke through this region, successfully retested. So I expect price to go to 143, but the 143 is not going to be a smooth move. Okay, it's not going to be smooth. So in order to check how it's going to go, like, let's look at the 4-hour time frame and see how it's going, like, right? So this is the 4-hour time frame. Now, if you want peace of mind, right, if you want peace of mind and you don't want to be following the chart, and you just want to take a trade in, let's say, a month, or just a single trade in 3 weeks, okay, you can decide to take the trade, and then your stop loss will be 111,000, and your take profits will be 140. Okay, you can decide to do that. Not financial advice, but you can decide to do that. But if you don't want to take a single trade in, let's say, 2 weeks, or a single trade in a month, and then you want to take maybe one trade in 3 days or one trade in 4 days, you can decide to go into the 4-hour time frame and then follow this trend line I am riding. So what do I expect? One, either I expect price to touch the trend line. Okay, either I expect price to touch the trend line. What else? So this is more like a resistance price has broken. This is a resistance price has broken, and it looks like price is currently retesting that resistance, right? And so if price closes above this resistance, I can also decide to take a trade from here and then set my stop loss, my take profit at 124. Okay, so the first one is wait for price to touch the trend line. If not, wait for this resistance to be broken, or we can decide to use the Fibonacci retracement tool on the low, and then the Fibonacci retracement tool on the what's happening. So you can decide to use the Fibonacci retracement tool on the low and then plot to the high, and now we realize that price has really sort of touched the 0.5 region, and the 0.5 region is also a retracement region. You don't always expect price to retrace to the 0.6. It is ideal for price to touch the 0.7 region, but sometimes price touches the 0.5 as well. So price has touched the 0.5 region, so it is a valid point for price to retrace. But basically that's what I'm saying. I'm going to wait for price to close above this region, and if it does, we just take a short trade, or I'm going to wait for price to consolidate around this region and expect it to touch the trend line. Or if price still comes back down, I'll be expecting a bounce from this trend line, and then we take the trade up there, right? It will even be better for me if price comes back down to touch the trend line, because it means the reward will be high, right? If it comes back down, the reward is going to be high. So basically that's what I'm looking forward to. But clearly price is heading towards 140,000. Clearly price is heading towards that, and so yeah, share your thoughts in the comment box.